In the early 20th century, amidst the bustle of the Roaring Twenties, a young man named George walked the vibrant streets of New York City. George, an aspiring musician, felt overwhelmed by the cacophony of city sounds and the relentless pursuit of success. Yet he was determined to make his mark in the world of music. George's days were spent at Tin Pan Alley, the bustling hub of America's music publishing industry. Here, amidst the clatter of typewriters and the hum of conversation, melodies were born. George, though brimming with ideas, struggled to find his unique voice in a sea of composers all vying for the spotlight. George toiled day and night, composing tunes that he hoped would capture the spirit of the age. But despite his efforts, success eluded him. Each melody he composed seemed to fall short of that magical ingredient that makes a song immortal. Disheartened, he often found solace in the quiet corners of the city's parks, away from the unyielding demands of his chosen career. One evening, as he sat under the canopy of stars in Central Park, lost in thought, George heard a hauntingly beautiful melody. It seemed to come from nowhere, a blend of melancholy and hope, weaving through the night air. Enthralled, George searched for the source, but found none. The music, as mysteriously as it appeared, faded into the night. Obsessed with the tune, George returned to the park night after night, hoping to hear it again. He never did. Yet the memory of the melody lingered in his mind, refusing to be forgotten. In a burst of inspiration, he rushed home and began to compose, trying to capture the essence of the tune that had so captivated him. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. George's composition evolved, growing richer and more complex, yet always anchored by the haunting theme he had heard in the park. When he finally deemed it complete, he knew he had created something special. He named the composition Rhapsody in Blue. Now here's the rest of the story. The young man was George Gershwin, who would go on to become one of the most celebrated composers of the 20th century. Rhapsody in Blue, first performed in 1924, catapulted him to fame and remains one of the most beloved pieces of American music. But the true origin of its central melody, that haunting tune George heard in Central Park, remains a mystery to this day. Some say it was the product of his imagination, a subconscious creation of a musical genius. Others believe he might have heard a distant saxophonist, a fleeting moment of inspiration in the cacophony of the city. Whatever the truth, the melody that inspired Rhapsody in Blue reflects the mystery and magic of music, a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things in life come to us in the most unexpected ways.